You know, some hearts break quietly, not with screams or drama, just a slow, heavy ache that settles in your chest and stays. That's how it was for Shadow. He was a small black cat with one torn ear and eyes the color of storm clouds. I first saw him 3 winters ago, crouched under the rusty fire escape behind my apartment. It was pouring, the kind of rain that soaks through your coat in seconds. Most strays would have run when they saw a human, but Shadow just looked up at me, like he'd been waiting for someone to finally notice. I didn't take him in that night. I told myself I couldn't. My landlord had rules. I had barely enough for myself. So I left a little dry food under the stairs and walked away, feeling like the worst kind of coward. But he remembered me. Every evening after work, no matter how late, no matter how cold, he was there. Same spot, same patient stare. Sometimes he'd limp a little. I think his paw got caught in something sharp once. But he never hissed, never begged. He just waited. Months passed. Winter turned brutal. I started leaving a cardboard box with an old towel inside. One night I found him curled so tight in it, shivering, that something inside me cracked open. I carried him upstairs. He didn't fight. He just pressed his freezing face into my neck and let out the smallest, broken purr. Like he was afraid if he made too much noise, I'd change my mind. The vet said he had pneumonia. They weren't sure he'd make it. I sat on the floor of that exam room, crying like I hadn't since I was a kid, telling this cat I barely knew, "Please don't leave. I'm sorry I took so long." He stayed. Slowly, so slowly, he healed. The limp faded. His coat went from dull to glossy midnight. And those storm cloud eyes? They started to shine. But the real change wasn't his body, it was mine. I used to think love had to be earned, that I had to be perfect, have everything together before I deserved it. Shadow taught me different. He loved me when I was selfish, when I was scared, when I walked away and came back ashamed. He loved me through the waiting. Sometimes we're the one left in the rain, wondering if anyone will come back for us. And sometimes we're the one who walks away, thinking we're not ready, not good enough. But love doesn't wait for perfect timing. It waits for someone brave enough to show up anyway, even if it's late, even if they're trembling. Shadow's gone now. Old age took him peacefully last spring, curled in the same sunbeam he loved. But every time it rains, I still look for a small black shadow under the stairs. And I remember, the greatest lesson he gave me wasn't about surviving the cold. It was about never giving up on someone who needs you, even when they don't know how to ask, even when it hurts. If you've ever waited for someone, or been the one who finally showed up, give this little story a like, and maybe tell someone today that you're still here, because sometimes that's all they need to hear.